Hey everyone, this is Ross, and today I just want to talk a bit about how to set up an aquarium for beginners, because that's one of the most asked questions I get asked, is just how to set up an aquarium, and it's very hard to explain it to the people through just one comment or one message. It's got to be like a series of comments because it's such a lengthy process. So I just thought I'd do a video to clarify it. So the first thing you're going to want to do is find a suitable area for your tank. So just pick an area in your house or room and measure it out. Once you've got all the measurements, take it to your pet shop and view some tanks. Don't buy anything yet, you're just looking. Once you find a tank that fits the dimensions of your area and is quite a nice tank for a good price, don't buy it yet. Just remember the tank that you'd like. Now, the next thing to do is to have a look at some stands. You're going to need a fairly sturdy and strong stand because water is extremely heavy. If you were to try and move a tank, it's an impossibility. Water is very heavy. So yeah, you're going to need a strong, sturdy stand that won't buckle under any pressure, because sometimes what will happen with thin wood tables is they'll droop a bit, and aquariums need to be level. So if it's not level, the aquarium will crack and all the water will come pouring out. So yeah, you've got to have a level surface that's quite sturdy and strong. If you've got a weaker table like mine, you can go to Home Depot or B&Q and you can buy some steel, and you can just fix that steel to the underside of the table to secure it and keep it level. So I can put very large weights on this table and it won't buckle under pressure. So yeah, it's good. It's best to get a table that's purpose built for aquariums, but if not, you can buy those steel things. So you've found the table and aquarium that you like now. You can now buy them and set them up. So you've got the table down there now, you've got the aquarium on it. You're going to want a base mat, preferably rubber. Sometimes it comes with aquariums, but if not, you can use cardboard as a base mat. It's kind of just a padding to make sure the aquarium doesn't crack. If you're going to use cardboard as a base mat, and try not to get it wet because it will change shape and the aquarium might crack. So you've got your table, you've got your base mat, you've got your aquarium. Your aquarium's empty now, nothing's in it. Next you're going to want to get all the electrical materials and equipment. So the first thing you're going to want to get, probably the most important, is the filter. It keeps water circulation in your tank. It cleans out all the impurities and chemicals, and it just makes the water fresh again. It won't make your tank maintenance free forever, but it'll keep it clean for 1 or 2 weeks in between water changes. So you're going to want a filter that's rated for the size tank you've got. It'll be on the box, it'll say it does so many gallons or so many litres. So you just pick the one that's suited to your size aquarium. It's usually better getting a filter that's slightly more powerful than required, because more filtration is better filtration. Just make sure your fish aren't being blown around everywhere and that it isn't like a whirlpool. The next thing you're going to want to get if you're getting tropical fish is a heater in the back there. I'm using the Elite heater. It's very good. I'd recommend it to anyone. And the general rule is 1 watt per litre. So I've got 53 litres in this tank, so that's 15 gallons. And then I've got a 75 watt, I think it's a 75 watt heater. So I've been very generous with the heating power of this tank. I've went very high. So yeah, just make sure it's rated for your size tank, the heater. Third thing you're going to want to get, it's not compulsory, but it certainly is good, is an air stone in the back there. That blue thing right there. An air stone is powered by an air pump down here, and airline tubing is then fed to it and it goes in the tank and it goes down to there. So yeah, an air pump and air stone, yeah, they're not compulsory in your tank, but it is good to have them. They're usually quite noisy unless you've got a whisper air pump. And they're just to oxygenate the water, because fish do like oxygenated water. and it just keeps them healthy, keeps them living. If your tank's got lots of fish in it, then you're probably going to need an air pump just to keep high oxygen levels in the water. Otherwise your fish could actually suffocate. So yeah, you're probably going to want to get an air pump. The fourth thing you're going to want to get is aquarium lights. I've just got regular LEDs with tin foil on the back of them. These are only really necessary if you've got live plants, but they do enhance the colours of your fish and they make the tank look a lot better. Yeah, it's quite nice just to get aquarium lighting, because sometimes your fish will actually go to sleep in the day. If it's in a dark area of your house, things like cardinal tetras might actually go to sleep, and at night their colours fade to a grey, so your fish might be grey all the time, and the body clocks might be screwed up and stuff. So yeah, you should really get aquarium lights, although they're not too necessary. So that's all the mechanical equipment sorted. Next thing you're going to want to get is actual interior things such as gravel. If I was a beginner, I wouldn't go with a dirt substrate right away, because it's a little more maintenance and it's a bit more tricky to keep up with water changes wise. So you just get some gravel at the colour you like, put it on the bottom, try to have a slope going up towards the back. It makes it look a bit better. Not like a huge mountain, but you know, just a gentle slope upwards, and that kind of displays the tank to you, kind of just shows off the tank. So once you've got the gravel in there, you can put some plants in or decorations. It's really up to you how you decorate your tank, although fish do appreciate live plants. But they're easy. I mean, you can have a brightly coloured pink castle, they're not really bothered, as long as they've got somewhere to hide and somewhere where they can feel secure and not threatened. So yeah, you're going to want decorations, gravel, plants, all the electrical equipment, tank, stand. Finally, you're going to want to fill up your tank with tap water. So just go over your sink, get a bucket, fill the bucket up. It doesn't matter about the temperature of the water at the minute, because you haven't got any fish in the tank. So yeah, fill up with tap water. Then you've got to buy something called dechlorinator. I've got some down here. This is just a bottle of cheap dechlorinator. This one's called Chlorine Control, and that is a must for aquariums. You used to be able to age water overnight and all the chlorine would evaporate and the water would be fine for fish tanks, but now most places add chloramine, which is even worse, and that doesn't evaporate. So yeah, you're going to want some water conditioner, it's sometimes called. Just go in the pet store, ask for water conditioner, and it'll tell you on the bottle how much to add to the water. So once your water's all treated for chlorines and chloramines, add the water to the tank. It's worthwhile placing the saucer on the gravel upside down and pouring the water onto there so it doesn't displace the gravel too much. So once your tank's full up and it's all dechlorinated, you can switch on all the electrical equipment and test to see if it's working properly. Set your heater to the proper temperature for tropical fish, which is 24 to 25 degrees or about 75 degrees Fahrenheit, I think. With goldfish, you're obviously not going to need a heater, so make sure all the electrical equipment's working properly, make sure your filter's fine, and make sure everything's operational. So yeah, just make sure everything's working okay and your tank's fine. Next thing you're going to want to do is age the tank for 1 to 2 weeks. Just leave the tank sitting, don't do anything to it. What you should do at the start of this period is give it an ammonia source, a little bit of pure ammonia, or a dead shrimp, or some bits of flake food. They'll give the tank an ammonia source, and what will happen is friendly bacteria will come along and it'll live off that ammonia source, then turn it into nitrite, then into nitrate, and then the plants can eat it. So yeah, that starts off a nitrogen cycle, which keeps your tank healthy. After 2 weeks, you can research some fish and get some fish for your tank. You're gonna ask the pet shop guy what type of fish would go best in your tank. So I'm running out of time, so I'm gonna close this vid now. Hope you found this vid helpful. If you liked it, then please comment, rate and subscribe. Bye.